Opening the true gospel of Jesus, called Christ, a new prophet sent by God to the world, accordingly to the description of Barnabas, his apostle. Barnabas, apostle of Jesus the Nazarene, called Christ, to all of them that dwell upon the earth, desired peace and consolation. Chapter 32. How idolatry came to the world. One skilled in the law invited Jesus to the supper in order to tempt him. Jesus came thither with his apostles and many scribes to tempt him, waited for him in the house. Whereupon the disciples sat down to the table without washing their hands. The scribes called Jesus, saying, "Therefore, do not your disciples observe the tradition of our elders in not washing their hands before they eat bread?" Jesus answered, "And I ask you, for what cause have you annihilated the precept of God to observe your tradition? You say to the sons of poor fathers, offer and make vows to the temple, and they make vows of that little wherewith they ought to support their fathers. And when their father wish to take money, the sons cry out, this money is consecrated to God, whereby the fathers suffers. O false scribes, hypocrites, does God use this money? Assuredly not. For God eats not, and he says by his servant David the prophet, shall I then eat the flesh of bulls and drink the blood of the sheep? Render to me the sacrifice and praise, and offer to me your vows. For if I should be hungry, I will not ask aught of you, seeing that all things are in my hand, and the abundance of paradise is with me. Hypocrite, you do this to fill your purses. O miserable ones, for to the others you show the most clear way by which you will not go. You scribes and doctors lay upon the shoulders of others weight of unbearable weight, but you yourselves that are not willing to move them with one of your fingers. Truly I say to you that every evil has entered into the world under the pretext of the elders. Tell me, who made idolatry to enter into the world, if not the usage of the elders? Let me tell you, for there was a king who exceedingly loved his father, whose name was Baal. Whereupon, when the father was dead, his son for his own consolation caused to be made an image like to his father, and set it up into the marketplace of the city. And he made a decree that everyone who approached that statue within a space of 15 cubits should be saved, and no one, any account, should do him hurt. Hence, the malefactors, by reason of the benefit they received therefrom, began to offer to the statue roses and flowers, and in a short time the offering were changed into money and food, insomuch that they called it God to honor it, which things from custom was transformed into law, insomuch that the idol of Baal spread out all over the world. And how much God does lament this by the prophet Isaiah, saying, truly, these people worship me in vain, for they have annihilated my law, that I given to them by my servant Moses, and follow the tradition of the elders. Truly I say to you, that to eat bread with unclean hands defines not a man, because that which enters into the man defiles not the man, but that which comes out of the man defiles the man. Thereupon said one of the scribes, so if I shall eat pork or other unclean meat, will they not defile my conscience? Jesus answered, disobedience will not enter into the man, but will come out of the man from his heart, and therefore will he be defiled when he shall eat forbidden food. Then said one of the doctors, Master, you have spoken much against idolatry, as though the people of Israel had idols, and so you have done us wrong. Jesus answered, I know well that in Israel today there are not statues of wood, but there are statues of flesh. Then answered all the scribes in word, and so we are idolaters? Jesus answered, truly I say to you, the pretext say not, you shall worship, but you shall love the Lord your God with all your soul, with all your heart, and with all your mind. Is this true? Said Jesus. It is true. Answered everyone. Amen.